Hey, what's going on, everybody? Slayer back here again with another video. I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I make these videos as just another way to help myself stay sober and help others stay sober out there as well. This is actually a part two, a continuation to the video I did and uploaded yesterday. Drinking to fill the void, drinking to mask our emotions and our inner feelings. And I'm just gonna pick up right where I left off. I was saying that just these last few months of sobriety, I've been able to begin to like understand where my traumas are coming from. I mean, some things are obvious, some things are obvious. Like, I do have some things from my childhood that they stand out and they really fuck with me, and maybe one day I'll be able to sit down and speak on those. But there's other shit too, and I'm not going to get into all those things today. But I do plan on making a video really kind of diving into specifics of me growing up and, just like really what I think, other than the fact that, there's a bunch of addicts in my family, what I think kind of contributed towards my alcoholism, because there's a lot of shit that, played into it. And, what I was saying is that that's going to be different for each and every one of us. Our traumas are not always going to be the same. A lot of the times they're different. And there's another thing that I wanted to point out, and I think it's a really good point, that you already have traumas. You already have fucked up shit in your life that you're drinking for, even if it's just anxiety and depression, even if it's just that. And now you're drinking, and all those problems that you were drinking to cure are just 10 times worse. And on top of it, this is what I wanted to say, now there's a bunch of new problems that have been created from your drinking and drug use. So it's not just the problems that you were already dealing with. Now you have a whole bunch of other fucked up issues now. Like I kind of spoke before, my ex leaving me, and getting with basically, someone very close to me. That has been really traumatic. Some of the shit that I've done, some of the shit that I've lost, some of the shit that the people that I've lost due to this disease, and I'll never be able to really speak again or really say sorry to because there's people, there's certain people that I really can't be mad at for never talking to me again. I was that bad. I really was, guys. I was that fucking bad. I was a pile of shit for a long time. And so now you have a whole list of new, problems and shames. A lot of shame comes with drinking, and especially when we're deep inside of our addiction. If you start to steal, if you start to lie, if you start to, manipulate, and then there's fighting, man. That's something that I wanted to bring up in part one, man. I've never been an aggressive person, but I do have a very vicious side of me. And again, those are my demons. When my demons fully come out, it's a kind of a scary scene, and alcohol would always bring those out, man, at the end. And again, like I said, drinking to cover up those demons and cover up, those traumas and those angers. And then, there at the end, every time that you're drinking, all those traumas and angers come out full force, and your family and friends and loved ones have to see that and deal with that. And it's not fair to them. It's really such a deep topic, man. Life isn't always fair, and I've had to come to kind of realize that, life is not always fair. And there's fucked up shit that it's like, you kind of just have to accept. And I know that it's fucked up. And, there's stuff that has fucked with me that it's like, I've thought in the past, it's like, man, I'll never be able to get over this. I'll never be able to, function, because like this just fucks with me that much. Like, whether it's something that somebody did or whatever it is, but at the end of the day, it's like, I've said it before, life is beautiful. I mean, look at this beautiful day. It's absolutely beautiful, and there's a chance for new opportunity every single day. And as I was saying in part one, change, I think that we need change. We're hurt people, man. We are very hurt people. And we need complete change of our environment. We need complete change of our mindset to be able to break out of that cage. because, you know, humans don't like change either, you know, so we get even addicted to our fucked up state of being, because that's just how humans are. It's crazy. You wouldn't think that we would get addicted to like a terrible state of being, but we can, because being in that terrible state of being is easier than doing the change. And this is what I'm going to ask of you guys, man. I ask for you guys to do some really deep mental thinking today and tonight. Really sit down and think, unless it's something real obvious, like I said. And a lot of the times there's some real obvious stuff that sticks out. But if there's not, if you kind of ask yourself, why am I this way? Why do I do this? Why do I drink the way that I do? Why do I do drugs the way that I do? Just sit down tonight and really think about it. And then take action. You know, take action and realize you're not alone. You know, life is beautiful and we all have to go through trials and tribulations, you know, and I think that these hard times are really shaping us into who we are supposed to become. I've said before that alcoholics and addicts, man, when we do put the drinking and drugs down, we are some of the most driven people ever. We're really unstoppable when we put our energy towards something positive. It's actually quite beautiful. You see, we kind of like take all of our inner pain, you know, and we put it towards something. And for me, it's like music. You know, I've said it before, going out in nature, but like music is a great one to like let out some of that anger and frustration, you know, and it's almost poetic in a way, and it's beautiful, man. I mean, there's different things that you can do to let that stress out, let that anger out, let those traumas out. I've said it before, you know, if you need to go talk to a therapist, go talk to a therapist. In today's world, 2024, nobody gives a fuck if you talk to a therapist. Everybody talks to a fucking therapist nowadays, man. There is nothing wrong with that. It doesn't have the can't say that word. It's not stigmatized like it used to be, you know, a shrink or whatever the fuck. People finally woke up and said, hey, we're all fucked up. You know, the people that were bashing people for going to shrinks, in the back of their minds, they were wishing that they had one. Get help, man. Take action. You know, sit down. And it's like I said, man, it's going to be painful to go through some of those inner demons and traumas. But once you make it through the other side, you're gonna feel amazing. And I'm beginning that process, and it has been painful, but at the same time, each time that I feel like I've healed something, a piece of my soul comes back, and that's beautiful, you know. And just remember, guys, at the end of the day, alcohol is not your friend. It's just not. You know how they say that the devil masquerades as an angel of light? I always think about alcohol when I hear that. Alcohol really does come to you, and, you know, it will hit you with the woe is me, and oh man, my life sucks, and I really deserve a drink, and blah, 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 blah. And fuck all that, man. Life is beautiful, you know, and life can always get worse. I mean, not to be the guy to say that, but it's true, man. You know, I've often thought about that. You know, some people, you know, are in prison right now, and I mean, life can always get worse. You know, there's children that have cancer. It's not the end of the world, and we can get over it. So I ask of you to take action of your problems and try to fix them the best that you can. You know, there are some things that, you know, we'll always remember. They'll always affect us. They're like a scar. They're always going to be there. But it doesn't mean that you have to keep ripping that wound open over and over and over again. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned. Like I said, I have tons of video ideas. I'd like to actually go more in depth with my childhood and growing up, and really get into why I became an alcoholic, because even deeper than, you know, these last couple videos, because there's a lot to that, man. And like I've said before, guys, you know, thank you so much for all the feedback, all the support. It's beautiful. I'm glad that this is helping you guys. This is why I do it. I make these videos to help you guys and help myself, and that's exactly what it's been doing. I have a whole bunch of different topics that I need to discuss, because this is a complex subject. You know, I could make hundreds of videos, and I'd also like to get into some of my stories, my wild and insane stories for you guys, and I want to share those just to see the stupidness, I guess, of it, just the wildness that comes with alcohol, and none of it was worth it. Usually it would end up, you know, just bad, man. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. There will be more videos coming soon. Thank you guys so much who have been leaving the comments. It's been beautiful. You guys are the reason that I'm making these videos. I love you guys. Stay tuned, stay safe, and stay sober. And until next time, guys, peace.